What's up, guys? Dimebot here, and welcome back to Flight Sim and the 2023 Favorite Places to Fly World Tour. You're going to set your airport codes to VRMM today because we are in the Maldives in Malé. So we're going to... I've looked up a pronunciation guide. That's how they say it. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. It's Malé, according to the guide. Anyways, let's get rolling. So, where are we? Well, we are in the Indian Ocean. We are taking a look at Maldives. It is a archipelagic state, so what that means, it's on a whole bunch of little islands. The territory spans 90,000 square kilometers, that is 35,000 square miles for the US people, but the actual land area is only 298 square kilometers, or 115 square miles. So it's one of the smallest countries in Asia and one of the world's most geographically dispersed nations, so it is really spread out. But we are going to be taking off specifically from the capital. There are some other airports up and down this archipelago that you can take a look at, and it's interesting because they all sit on top of a vast submarine mountain range known as the Chagos. Whoa, that's a word. Chagos Lassidive Ridge. I did not write very clearly when I made my notes for this, so I think that's correct. A little sneak peek behind the scenes. Anyways, let's go ahead and take care of a couple little housekeeping things. I always forget, we don't want high-level clouds. I'm going to go for tropical, if we can. No, not tropical storm. We'll just go with blazing sun. And we should have our points of interest on. They are. We are all set, guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Push the throttle up and get flying here. Now, this island chain has been inhabited in some way, shape, or form for quite a while, about 2,500 years. I'm going to be rotating it now. There we go. We are up. There we go. This is a international airport, albeit a small one. You do have enough room here to get some larger aircraft in and out. Go ahead and throttle us back a little bit here as we turn. And already you can see other islands situated around. And you'll notice that there's really not a lot separating these islands from the water. You have this nice bridge arcing around here. This is the capital. It's the most populous city. Has a population of 252,000 and an area of 8.3 square kilometers, making it one of the most densely populated cities in the world. And you can see why, because there's not a lot of room here for them to build. So, Central Island, obviously very heavily built up, very heavily urbanized. Area takes up pretty much the entire landmass, as you saw. Pretty much 1/3 of the nation's population lives there. I'm going to be flying on here. Now, there's a lot of interesting history and policies you can read about with the way that they have chosen to expand the phases. But you can just see how you're literally just out in the middle of the ocean here. Very little separating you from land, from the water. You know, get out to the 250 miles. It gets hard to see the islands. You can see them stretching away here to the south if you zoom in a little bit closer. There are not always places to land out there. There are airports scattered about, but if you want to explore around here, I would highly recommend that you bring a float plane, something with some pontoons, so that you can have a good look around and have a place to land. And if you don't want to get in trouble, I would turn off the sim's fuel rules just so that you can enjoy if you really want to. As we turn back here, I'm going to put the main islands off the right wing. You can see the other small ones dotted around, really just blips of land. Now keep in mind that we are only looking at the 50 nautical mile view there. This archipelago stretches a lot further than that. Absolutely beautiful. This would be a great place to take off in a airliner if you wanted to make a overwater flight, say jump over to Asia itself. Good IFR flight because there's pretty much no landmarks out here once you climb to altitude. But very, very interesting. How about that for some beachfront property down there? Yeah, guys, very, very interesting place to fly, and I would highly recommend kind of exploring the rest of the archipelago. There's a lot of tiny little islands you can have a look at. But that will do it for me for today. If you found the video helpful, you liked it, hey, like and subscribe. It helps the channel out, so why not click those buttons? If there's a place you'd like to see me fly, leave it in the comments below. And if you're here to the end, well, watch time is key on YouTube, so thank you very much. My name is Dimebot, and I will see you guys next time.